paragraph where there are no intros.
Well, we would like to tell you about Twitch Prime. Prime. You can use your Twitch Prime here on APGamingREAL.
As you all are within sight of the western gate, suddenly in front of you, a figure appears out of nowhere. Dressed in a familiar forest green cloak, smelling of unwashed body and herbs.
Is this, what's his face, Elvin? Or
The druid half-elven has appeared before you.
I'll say hello.
You're not surprised that I just appeared out of nowhere in front of you.
Not much surprises me.
You've done it before.
It's a good trick, but you know, we've seen it.
We are happy to see you, though. How are you doing?
I understand that you have cleared out the salt mines. And as promised, I've come to give you your boon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful to receive it.
Make with the boon.
So...
Mr. Boon!
He reaches into his robe and pulls out, like, a piece of, like, tumbleweed, and he throws it on the ground, and it kind of poofs into shattered tumbleweed. And in its place, there's a largish ant, right? Like, we're talking ant that's, like, a foot tall and maybe, like, 2 feet long.
So we're talking, like, Ant-Man...
It's a baby giant ant.
Drums. Okay.
Behold, I bequeath unto you this creature into your custody. It will treat you well as long as you treat it well.
I like get down on my knees. I was like, it's adorable. What's its name?
Its name is Gygax.
It's like... Gygax?
Come here, Giggies.
It's Gygax. However, you are now its caretaker and may call it whatever you want. Probably won't answer to anything but Gygax.
Let's just don't give it a stupid human name, because it's just...
Exactly.
Not like Gary.
I mean, honestly, who gives their pet a human name? It's stupid.
So, can I ask what its purpose is?
Its purpose. It has no purpose.
Well, dogs, they're good for hunting animals and humans.
I mean,
you should be aware, among the hives of the giant ants, they all answer to a hive mind. But some rare ones are born like this one, that no longer hear the call of the hive and act independently under free thought.
You know, an ant can carry, what, like 50 times its body weight or whatever? So...
This one can carry 8 times its body weight.
Oh, okay, well.
What's its body weight?
Right now, it's about 50 pounds.
Finley hops on.
Yeah,
it is much smaller than you. It's clearly not big enough for you to ride yet. You're literally like trying to ride a dog.
Yeah.
So it can carry
Small
as
dog.
much as I can carry.
I plank on it, so that way I'm like laying across it.
All right, it turns to look up at you and goes,
All right.
He likes me.
Finley, get off the bug, please.
All right.
Get off Giggy. He has more respect than you give him.
You'll need to feed it vegetable matter, fungus, dead animals.
Vegetable matter, carcasses.
Well, I mean, we were beset by some wild animals, the other night on the road. It would have been pretty useful, let me tell you what.
I was listing all the things it could eat, obviously.
So be real. Did you just not want to take care of this thing anymore and you're offering a pet on us?
Several of them, and I take care of all of them. How
Okay.
dare you imply that a druid of the forest would not take care of them?
No, I'm saying
Finley,
you
God.
don't want to take care of him anymore.
You have to excuse him. He's a halfling. He was born an idiot.
Does he do anything in combat?
No, it is a child. Perhaps, if you were to hold on to him for long enough, you could train him, but it will be several years before it matures. It will grow in size rapidly, however.
Okay, and the tumbleweed thing that it came out of, can we do that?
No.
Okay.
You're going to have to take care of it like a normal non-druid. I know it makes things harder.
We're gonna have to get some armor for this thing.
Well, it's going to grow. I think we should wait until it is not growing any longer before we fit it for armor.
Do you think we could fit a tiny crossbow on its back?
Why would it fire?
With its mouth, pull the trigger with a piece of string.
You're gonna have to teach it to do that. You're
I'll
like,
teach it to do that.
what? You go into the armor and we're like, this is a giant ant baby. Turn it into a giant ant baby scorpion. He's just like, it's so crazy, I can't not do it. Let me get the whiskey.
Here's a bag of gold. Make this ant an arbalist, damn it.
Like a little ballista on its back.
Can you fit a trebuchet into this thing?
I want to point out in chat, Farrell is super upset that if you guys die, this thing dies as well.
Oh, it's essentially a dog. It's gonna die in this game.
Oh my god.
That's the
wow.
That is the legend of pets in games. They die, and it's
You need to
horrible.
protect this thing with your life.
Doesn't
You need to
matter.
hold it like it's a baby and say, stay away from my son.
It's got the opposite of
I will take
It's
care
got a
of it.
red shirt on, okay?
Can I pick it up, Arthur?
Yes.
How big is it? Like, is it like this big sort of thing? Like, is it
It's
bigger?
1 foot tall, 2 foot long, and it weighs 50 pounds. So you could pick it up. It's like picking up a
Yeah,
very
definitely.
large dog that's very small.
Yeah, I will do that.
Super
And
dense.
I will carry it like in my arms.
All right. Everyone in
Or-
town is looking at you weird now. I mean, you guys did just stop and have a conversation with a druid, and now you're holding a giant ant baby.
I mean,
If it makes it all the way to the capital city, we might be able to like soul whatever it to us.
soulbind it. I mean, is it weird if a druid was involved though? Because that's like a thing. It's like, oh, there's a druid. It's going out giving animals again. Like,
Yes, that's super
kind of
weird.
what they do.
Druids don't just show up and be like, I'm here to present you with the gift of a rare magical creature.
Heard you wanted to buy a dog. Here's an ant instead.
Look, my plan was always to give you this giant ant, and then you were, during the break, you were like, can we get a dog? And I was like, just hold your shit together for a second, okay?
Cool. I'm very happy with my ant baby.
It's giant ant baby. Giant ant baby. His name is Gygax, or Gigi, as you call him. Giggies.
Giggies.
It's a baby. You can't baby the baby ant. You have to baby the baby ant. So.
I want to point out, I don't know if you've seen Critical Role, Drumurboy, but in the first campaign, they all died a bunch of fucking times, but that bear lived forever. That bear went to hell and back on fire and came back alive.
But we know who the MVP of Critical Role is, don't we?
Sam Regal.
No, the bear.
Sam Regal.
Did he play the bear?
No.
Then he's not the MVP.
He counterspelled the final boss on a Critical Role.
That's the name of the show. It's like
I
a
know.
movie.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
they said it. They said the name.
So we're gonna go visit the wizard now.
Yeah,
Is that
all
what
right.
we're
You
doing?
continue your way to the western gate.
We're off to see the wizard.
As you go, the druid turns himself into a fly and then disappears from your sight because he's a fly.
and then an eagle
I really
swoops
like
in and just
bugs.
takes him out.
A fucking
does this-
frog just goes. Hello.
So can this
Rip.
ant, can Giggies like help with assist in any sort of like
You have to
checks
start
or
training him with animal handling.
Ooh.
He does not have perception sense or anything like that. He's good at carrying stuff and looking cute.
I don't think either of the rangers were going Beastmaster either. So,
I actually have animal handling, so I'm not proficient in it, but I have skills in it. So
The western gate is very different from the other gates that you've seen. Even the eastern gate sees some travel out of it, even though the main road heads south. No one leaves at the western gate because there's nothing there. There's only
Wow.
one guard. It's dilapidated. It's only made out of wood. Instead of having locking mechanisms, it just has a bar in place that it will take several men to lift. And it's currently closed. However, it is not difficult to notice Gleemo. Standing outside the western gate's reach, falling just out of the shadow of the sun, Gleemo is with a group of children. He's an average-sized human with long, dark, greasy black hair parted down the middle. Dark-colored eyes with black eyeshadow underneath them. Kind of wearing like it's not a robe, but it's like a loose shirt made out of silk pure black, and then he's got a tight black vest over it, and like hammer pants made out of black silk as well, and slippers.
It's like the way you're describing it, my mind just goes directly to like a clown that's taking a break, and he's like wiping like the makeup off his face and smoking a cigarette while sitting there with a fucking bottle of whiskey in his
It's
hand.
more like Chris Angel than a clown, but yes, still somewhat clownish. And his shirt is tucked into his fingerless gloves, the back of which on left and right are a pentagram and a triangle. When he sees you approaching, he tucks some of his hair back and goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going, newcomers?"
I'm say, Glimo.
I'm
will you
Glimo
mind
of the
freak me?
Western Gate. I'm sorry, what did you say, little boy?
Will you mind freak me?
I don't know what that is. I don't have that kind of magic. That's not really what I do.
Well,
What do you do, Glimo?
I teach young people like this young man here, and he indicates Henley, who's just walked up. Did you want to enter your nephew into my
I like look
school?
around and I'm just like, yes, we do.
yes.
We've
All
heard
right.
much about the
Yes.
dungeon.
Courses are quite affordable. We can talk about costs later, but children, let's take a recess real quick. Why don't you
There's
take
some
your new
orange
friend?
slices over there.
Yeah. So it's like, why don't you take your new friend and get to know him, learn about him, feel
Yay.
the flow.
I'll pat Finley on the shoulder. I'm like, go on, don't be shy.
I skip with the other children.
You go with a bunch of,
5 minutes later, and that's how we cut off his head.
the kids are between 5 and 12, but yeah, they don't notice that you're a halfling.
Hey, Bobby Fischer, how many marriages have you been in? I've been in 5.
So the thing is, I'm assuming that you aren't openly carrying weapons. Although if you are, they would definitely know that eventually.
Don't they make us check those or whatever it was?
They haven't made you check it this time because you claim to be adventuring guild members and had the paperwork.
I mean, I'm carrying my gear and my weapons.
Right. The question is Finley?
Yeah, so I mean, my daggers and rapier are concealed within the cloak, but I do have the bow kind of strung across my back.
All right. No one questions that. However,
Yeah.
the kids like one on each side grab you by your hands and take you to run off towards a sandy area in the shadow of the Western Gate.
I'm gonna go play with my new friends, guys. Bye.
They grow up so fast.
As soon as he gone, just pub.
Now, I don't want to be too invasive, but I want to ask about the family situation here. You all the dads, the father. What's going on
It's
here?
a raised by a tribe situation.
Okay, that's
He's an orphan. He's sensitive about it.
understood.
He's also a little special. It's very tragic.
Well, I'm going to need to know that kind of information, so if there's anything that you can share with me, I'll make sure to get it into my student records.
I don't follow you.
You just told me that he was a little special, and then it's super tragic.
Yes.
We found him playing in a bin with in an alley. It's a horrible story. Doc, you remember the rest of this, right?
It sounds like
Yeah.
this is a perfect candidate for my school. Normally, people would give up orphans to the Adventuring Guild, but as I'm sure we all know, their policies towards orphans can occasionally be questionable.
Yeah, we've heard they can be harsh sometimes. That's why we kind of took him under our wing. We're adventurers, you see. He's got quite an aptitude with a bow. Might want to watch out for that.
I could tell that. That'll come in handy.
What exactly do you do here?
We are a adventuring school. I teach children how to think critically, prepare themselves for any situation, and also how to literally adventure. We've reached the critical final stage of testing of the Fungin. I was actually looking for adventurers to run it through, give me a check on how realistic it seemed, and if it was fun. Let me talk about the Fungin very briefly. It's an underground facility that I set up with some small loans.
I put up my hand and I'm just like, when was the last time you were actually in combat?
Well, I completed my Adventuring Guild training and customarily went on several missions. I wouldn't say I ever saw actual combat. I'm more of a thinking
Please don't
type.
use the terminology fun when you refer to a dungeon, because I have lost quite a few of my brothers in arms to things like that.
But not all
And what you
dungeons end in that way. But with this school, we're hoping that we can prepare children for that kind of lifestyle and adventure.
Well, we could take it through its paces, right, Kelly?
I just got this stern look on my face. I'm just looking right at Gleamer, and I'm just like,
Yes.
I could offer a discount on your son's tuition if you were to perform this task. Maybe you'd like to take him with you. Get a perspective from a child.
I like turn to Duck, and I was like,
Why are we doing this?
We've got a day to kill. Do you have your armor yet? Or are we still waiting on that?
No, you're waiting on the armor.
We get one more
There we
day.
go. We got time to kill. And in the meantime, we can learn more about him. Why the Thieves Guild wants him dead so bad.
Why everybody in the city wants to go Glimo.
Yeah.
Very well.
So,
Only if the young one comes with us.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
After all, we're the ones teaching him about life.
Yeah,
I like turn to Ducker, and I just do like a very obvious wink.
I'm like, I'm speaking in my normal voice, but I thaumaturge it a little bit louder. I'm like, Finn, we're going to go test something out. Come along.
Is it the Fungin?
Yes, it's the Fungin.
Oh, bye, Lily. Bye, Timmy. I have to go through the Fungin now. And I run back over.
So while you're running
They're
over,
all sitting in squat, like doing Slav squats, smoking. It's like, bye.
none of that is happening. But when you come over, Glimo goes from business mode back to like handling children mode. And when you run over, he's like, little man, how do you feel about running the Fungin with your dads?
I am so excited. You have no idea. The first time I came to this city, I heard about you, and you're all that I can think about. I'm like, oh my God, I want to see this Fungin. I want to meet Klimo. I just want to make.
He kneels down and pats you on the head and is like, you've met me, and you're about to be the first kid to ever run the Fungin. Your advice will be critical to entertaining people in the future. You are going to put the fun in the Fungin.
Glimo, I won't let you down.
Remember everything you see. If you could have more fun, think about how you would do that.
I don't know how that'll be possible, but I'll do my best.
All right, kiddo. He like gently punches you in the shoulder. Do your best in there.
I will, for you.
Gotta say, this is just like a tonal shift, and I'm all about it. It's so funny.
So I turned to Agar, and I was just like,
I never really knew my father, but if he was anything like this man, I don't think I would have liked him.
I'm standing right here. We're talking to your son. I feel like that was incredibly rude.
Yes, well, you gave me a grave insult, so
My apologies. I didn't realize that I gave you a grave insult.
Is there a sign pointing like Fungin this way?
Yes. So the
I'm just
Fungin
gonna like
runs
kinda
underneath
like-
the city wall.
kind of get Finley like behind his shoulder and like just start walking towards the Fungin sign.
Come on, guys, let's go. There's no time for fighting or arguing. I hate it when you do that.
I'm a dwarf. It's always time for arguing.
Glimo, we'll be back with extensive notes.
oh
Excellent,
God, you actually
excellent.
made it done.
Actually, a dungeon.
All right. You head down into the depths of the Fungin. The first area, you can tell that it's smooth carved, and then they've like added markings to it to make it look more worn and weathered.
Like someone's come through with like a machete and just dragged it across the cement.
As you head down this tunnel that's about 30 feet long, there are torch sconces everywhere, and every third one is lit. There's a bench that you can see right here on the map that faces a large placard reading off the rules of the Fungin. And there are also several wooden weapons. A wooden sword, a wooden bow with like blunt-tipped arrows, a wooden spear with, rounded edge, that kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't grab those. I'm using my real weapons.
Use the real shit.
Yeah, I walk in, I pick up like the wooden sword, and was like,
I don't see how this would kill anyone.
Pick your teeth with it.
what are the rules?
Pick up one of the blunted arrows. I'm like, the weight's all wrong.
The rules are just, like obey all orders from the staff, have as much fun as possible, complete all tasks as directed.
If we walk down this hallway and a guy in a zombie costume comes out and I fucking skewer him with the glaive and kill him like some fucking haunted house. Oh god.
So the first door has a label on it that says, "This door is locked. In order to open it, you'll have to use your thieves' tools to solve the problem."
Oh, I picked the lock.
You could tell that it's a combination lock, 3 digits, 10 possible numbers. All right, you're going down there with your real thieves' tools and picking the lock?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Their thieves' tool is like a bag with clues in it. The first number is, and then like a math equation.
No. I just picked the lock.
Okay.
I also love the idea that it's just like this isn't even locked. We just sort of like shoulder charge the door and break it down.
I like that even instead of thieves' tools, he just breaks out some bolt cutters.
Yeah.
Let's see your proficient
the C4 goes around the other wall.
thieves' tool roll.
Where? What the fuck?
It's under your skills check, and you should have made like a custom skill.
Oh yeah. Where is it?
So it was what, dexterity?
Yeah, it's this
Yeah,
one
it's
right
dexterity.
here. I got it.
And you're proficient in it. So
Sadly, a 10 is good enough to succeed here.
what's your dex score?
Well, I'm rolling that at a dex. I'm 17 dex, so that's a +5. So yeah, that was a shitty.
So
roll.
you should have rolled a 12 because you need a proficiency as well.
No. I'm proficient in it. It's. I rolled a 5. I have a +5. It's a 10.
He did
I wanna-
20 plus 5.
What's your dex score?
17.
Oh, okay, 17.
Yeah.
So when you open the door, we still get the perfectly made walls that have been kind of razzled up to look like they've been damaged a little bit. There's a large pool, about 15 feet long, 10 feet wide, and several feet deep, and 4 pillars around the room that fake spider webs have been hung off of to make the room look a little darker. There are far fewer torch sconces in here and only 2 lights. When you open the door, Finley, you hear a voice call out, "You have succeeded on your first task, entering the Fungin. Now comes the fun part. There are 2 containers next to the pool. One holds 9 cups, the other holds 4 cups. Present before the next door 6 cups of water. Exactly."
What?
Okay, I pick up 6 cups and fill them with water.
I love
and put them
pick
in front
the
of the
second
door.
door.
Do you have 6 cups?
You said that there was.
There's 1 cup. There's 1 container that is labeled that says 9 cups, and the other says 4 cups.
Okay. So I take 6 cups out of the 9-cup container.
How
fill
do you
with
do that?
water. I take them out with my hands.
No, what he's saying
Cup
is that
size.
size. So there's
Unit
a
of measurement.
container- There's a container that has 9 cups of water in it, and there's a container that has 4 cups of water in it.
Exactly.
You need to take enough cups of water out of the 9 to make it 6, and then present that to the door.
So I take the 4-cup container.
Yep.
Fill all the way with water.
Yep.
Put it into the empty 9-cup container.
Gotcha.
Yeah?
All right. You now
And
have 4.
I take a 4-cup container, fill it halfway, pour it into the 9-cup container, and bring it to the door.
Okay. You approach the door and you hear, "That is incorrect. This is not exactly 6 cups.
I picked the lock.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
Should be noted, this one is significantly harder than the last one.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, you. The lock here is even slightly magical in nature. There's a like magic mouth spell tied to the room all over the place, and you just disable all of it. You just deactivate everything. You
I'm
open.
like a child that's excited to get to the end of the ride, basically.
Your excitement dies out immediately when you reach the next area, and the smell of blood is everywhere. So there are 8 statues in alcoves down this long hallway, and there's only one torch at the end, and you can see that there is pooling fresh blood that has been dragged down this hallway and leads under the door on the north end side.
Where's it pulling from?
Underneath the door.
You said it was dragged, right?
Yes.
So where's it dragging from?
It's dragged from the door where you guys are at, north, all along the floor.
Okay, so it starts in like this.
And there are
space.
multiple trails as well.
Does it
Yes.
smell like real blood?
Yes, it smells like real blood.
I draw my weapon.
Okay.
Not only will I draw my rapier, but can I make a stealth roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to stealth behind him, if I may.
13.
Okay.
24.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Basically, Daka disappears from sight.
I'm going to tippy-toe past the statues to the north door.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay. 21.
So here's what happens, Finley. You're moving past the first 2 statues, and both statue arms come down, and you can see that they've got like foam swords, and they're like, ah, and you just walk past them as they fall down. As you go past each set of statues, they're and then like clank back up into place.
As they're winding up the wind.
This is great. I love this
Amazing.
Okay, you post up at the door.
Yep. I open the door.
All right, you open the door. On the other side, there are 3 goblins on the upper deck, currently feasting on 2 guys
child.
wearing 2 employees wearing like Gleamo Fungin gear. They're supposed to look like dudes. So they're wearing like skeleton outfits, right? They're wearing black cloth with like skeletons painted on it. These
They're
dudes
wearing
have
the Fortnite outfit.
KDA or something. Mexico. You know what I'm talking about.
Day of the Dead kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Their entrails are currently being splayed out as these goblins are just fucking eating these dudes.
As soon as one of
This
them
is a very realistic dungeon. I'm starting to come around on this.
So
Yeah,
it
it's
should be
kinda
noted
fun.
that the staircase goes up 10 feet to an upper deck where these dudes have just been dragged up here.
If I can see a goblin, I'm gonna loose an arrow because
All right, let's roll initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Let's roll initiative together.
oh god, oh god.
Oh, damn. I'm happy with that initiative.
18.
There you go, Finley. Damn.
Got the police and the fireman.
Dude.
And we are killing these guys, right? Like
Yeah.
that's.
And these
okay.
are 100% real goblins.
It doesn't matter. I'm treating this like a real dungeon.
I love the idea that there's a
Simulation's
bunch
too
of
real.
kids running in here with fucking wooden weapons that are just beating the absolute snot out of these goblins. It's like,
One of the goblins.
Real goblins, but they gave them like some really heavy hallucinogens, so that, like, they can't do anything.
One of the goblins moves to block Finley's path. The other 2 scramble to pick up their bows and then like prop the dead employees up and fire the bows using the bodies as cover.
They're skeletons. It's not effective.
At Finley. They're firing the bows at Finley.
Just roasting the goblins.
No.
We can
Nope.
see through them.
All right, Finley.
All right. I will actually step up.
All right, his
And
ready to
I-
action goes off, and he slashes you with this shitty-looking scimitar,
Yeah.
literally like junk metal held together with wrappings.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha!
Oh, that hits.
All right, you also take 3 points of poison damage. As he slashes you, the remnants of whatever poison was on his blade mixed with the now like dead person's blood get deep into the wound on your left arm as it settles in there, and you can feel like tingly burn coming from it.
Guys, this actually feels pretty real.
If we reset in this dungeon, oh man.
All right, I'm gonna stab that fucker with my rapier.
Okay.
Make sure you also step back.
Oh
as well.
yeah.
Good. Cool.
23.
You kill him.
Yay.
How do you kill him?
Huh?
How do you kill him?
Oh, I say, nobody poisons me, and I slowly just push my rapier through his neck.
Nice.
God, this show's super graphic sometimes.
And then I'll use my cunning action to actually fall back here.
I mean, you don't need a
actually-
cunning action to do that. You still have plenty of movement.
Yeah, okay. Can I use cunning action to drink my health potion that I have?
I think you can just use a no, because it takes a regular action, right? Just,
That's
Takes
right.
a full action.
yeah.
All right.
Kelly.
Okay. I might double move. So
You do have range attacks now.
yeah, but these guys are shooting.
Mhm.
Can I go diagonal at the top of the stairs, Arthur?
I don't think you can get that far.
If I'm double, I'm dashing, so
That sounds like a challenge.
it's 60 feet.
You can go diagonal at the top.
Okay.
It should be noted that going up the stairs costs 10 on each tile, though.
Oh, 10 on each tile?
Yeah, because it's difficult to go upstairs.
Okay. All right, hang on. Let me start this again. Sorry.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Alright,
get this
so-
far.
30, 35, 40. That puts me at 50, then 60. So I'm at the top there.
Okay. Askren.
Let me see. Oh, I'm back here. Let's see. Well, we got line of sight from where we are right now. Yes. So let's see.
I don't know if you would from the end of the hall.
You can hit
but-
this one, though.
Yeah. I'm
He gets a ton of cover for
He
You're
gets
fine.
like half cover from
uphill
the,
into a dude that he's holding as a meat shield, literally.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 AC for
Yep.
that shit then. Yeah.
well, I'm gonna move up in between Daka and Finley.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a deck save.
Okay.
Because of the swinging axes that
Yeah,
come
because
down.
they're Nerf swords, but yeah.
Maybe stepping in front of Finley might not be a bad idea.
Can he move that far?
Where were you?
From where I was, probably.
Yeah. Oh, no.
All right,
That's
yeah.
35.
You easily step between the two falling swords and still have plenty of time to act.
Okay. And I am still gonna attack the one guy though.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
As the swords click their way back up, you fire off your bow. You slam an arrow into the dead guy.
Great.
Daka.
Gonna roll on up, take a shot. 15.
You also hit the dead guy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 3 AC for like.
Now, when you say dead guy, he's actually a live guy.
No, he's
Pretending to be dead.
it's a dude who's been
They
shot in the
killed him.
chest twice after their organs and entrails are being feasted on by these goblins, literally.
Oh wow.
These are
Okay.
employees who are definitely dead.
Nice. Oh, I mean, not nice.
This is this is not a simulation. This is now a real dungeon.
You die
Yay!
in the game, you die in real life. Except for this is real life.
The goblins are going to grab their scimitars, leaving their short bows behind, and then run to the edge and then drop down in front of Daka, and together they're going to move to surround Daka and take some slashes at him.
I like him running up the stairs. I'm just like, fuck.
I think a 22 will definitely hit.
22 will hit, yeah.
1d6 plus 2. Yeah, the goblin like laughs at you as you go past it, Kelly, as it drops down. Then they move towards Daka with their shitty swords and are slashing at him. You don't pay attention for just one moment, and the one behind you just stabs you in the thigh for 6 damage. You feel a sharp line of pain. And then you take
Not gonna poison save.
1 poison damage. No, that's only if you were being poisoned. This is
Okay.
just poison type damage.
Okay, so it's not the condition poisoned. It's
Exactly.
This is type of damage here.
Finley.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink my healing.
It's
potion.
rapidly becoming obvious to you that this is super real.
Yeah.
The blood fattening out of the guy that you just stabbed in the throat is
What's the roll for the healing potions again?
it's 2d4 plus 2 according to the audience.
It is.
Which is much better than a D8 because it's a minimum
Alright,
of
so
4.
that's heal for 7.
Right?
which is
Anything else?
Pretty good.
Well, I mean, you got advantage on this dude in front of you now.
Well,
'Cause
but
he's-
that's
He
but
has
taking
to
that-
pull out and drink the potion this round. So
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't.
I think you can
attack.
still move around, but
Can you
that
use
Yeah,
stealth with your bonus action?
I don't think I can with cunning action go into stealth.
Oh.
Kelly, what do you got going on?
I mean, I can make it down easy.
I mean, I don't think you
Yeah.
can stealth here. This is not a stealthing
Yeah,
situation.
no, I can either
You're-
dash, disengage, or I can hide.
Yeah, if you take the dude on the left, Askren can take a shot at the dude on the right.
You're literally in a straight corridor,
Yeah, there's nothing.
and
So
they
I'm good.
definitely have noticed you because you just murdered one of them.
Yep.
If some, yeah. So I'll go there and I'll attack with my warhammer.
We should attack. Go ahead. You go to attack with the warhammer. The goblin jumps over it. You slam the warhammer into the wall, and you leave a very serious impact on it. Like there's several small pieces of rubble that fall out of it, and you can see that the warhammer is like cracked along the length of the haft. Another one like that before getting it repaired, and you're going to destroy your own weapon.
I can do mending, so that's
You also got the
sure.
glaive too, so
Yeah. I will use my class action, Arthur, for War Priest,
Okay?
and I'll try
He
again.
rolls another one and destroys his warhammer.
18, and this is at the one on over here. So
All right. Yeah, you slam a hit into him. It grazes his arm. You clearly hear a crunching noise. Suddenly, the laughing cuts into howling pain. Hey, Grim.
where I'm standing, are those things still about to swing back at me? Do I need to
Yes,
move up?
if you continue to stay there, they will continue to
Okay.
swing.
Then I will just have to scoot in front of Finley.
I mean, if you do that, you'll have disadvantage on your ranged attack.
That's true. I can
So you take a step back, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. You right. So I will do that, and then I will bonus action Hunter's Mark, the guy on the right,
Okay.
and then I will attempt to shoot him in his face. So yes.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
fire
damage
a hugely damaging shot that sails past the goblin, then hits the wall on the far side and deflects off, and you can clearly see where like your arrow has scratched off some stuff, and now you see the panel behind it. Everything in here is like modular. They can like take the dungeon wall off and like replace it with another type of wall.
We're just making it look more like a dungeon with the damage and the wear and tear. You know.
Daka, All of the blood everywhere, fountaining.
Guess I'm going to. Okay, can I shoulder my bow with a bonus action?
I think you can do
Yes.
it as part of your move.
Then I'll do that and swing on my daggers for an attack.
All right.
Then.
Ha ha!
All right, here's
All right, Legolas.
good hand dagger, bad hand dagger.
Which one are you attacking?
The guy behind me.
The left?
Yeah,
All right, yeah, you stab him in an eye and he falls over dead.
sick.
Speaking of sick, this dude immediately is like, ah! Starts running. He disengages as a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Nimble escape. Finley.
Sorry, I was muted. I step up here, and I will.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's actually going to dash as well. Yep, he runs all the way to the door. Bloop.
Can he disengage and dash?
Yes, dashing is your regular action, not your bonus action.
Dropping my rapier and pulling my short bow.
You start your smash attack. You start glittering as you pull the bow back.
That's right. Why can't I find them? There we go.
This is for Gleemo!
For Klimo! 15 for 8.
Yep. You shoot him in the back of the head. His head slams into the door and is nailed there by the arrow.
It's like body weight slump.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to, now that combat's over, I'm going to do,
What's my arrow?
I do a mending on my hammer also.
All right, that takes 10 minutes.
It actually takes a minute.
Does it? Okay. All right. You start mending on it.
Yeah, so mending cast time 1 minute.
All right.
I'm gonna hit a cure wounds on myself for 4.
Nice.
And these guys don't really have any kind of good shit on them at all, do they?
I mean, they have 3 junk scimitars and 3 short bows,
Yeah.
plus the fresh remained entrails of 2 employees.
Do the employees have badges on them? Or something?
No.
Name tags, nothing.
Nope.
All right. Well, there's a door up there. If there's some goblins, there might be more.
So does the ant eat goblin?
Are you? Did you bring Gygax
I mean, yeah.
into the dungeon? All right. Yeah, he's just been following you everywhere.
No, he's literally like on my shoulder or something, Arthur. Like, I got
Wow.
like a
What is this? A Let's Go Gygax Pokemon?
sure. What the fuck? He's got like a space in my backpack. His head just sticks out. And
Oh
he's
my
like,
god! All right, when you're like, hey, Geeky, you like dead goblin? It just reaches forward and like climbs out of the bag, uses your body to climb down, and then just starts gnawing on the goblin.
Good giggy.
It uses
I like this creature.
its prodigious scythe claw face things in order to cut the clothing away and start chewing on the dead body. It's clearly going to take it a long time to eat the body.
Oh, I'll just
Way
cut off
too
like a
big for
leg.
it. All right,
I'll cut up like a leg and just like sort of give it
It
to him.
follows the leg with its head as you move it.
I like put it up above me, and then he climbs into my backpack, and I just give him the leg. And he's just lying on his one leg behind me.
Give him the leg. Give him the leg.
He's happily gnawing away on the goblin leg.
Sweet.
I say, guys, the sense of danger makes this function even more fun. And I run towards the door.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute of time before we do this stuff. So yeah, I gotta do my thingy. But after my thingy is done, I'll go up and help.
All right. I open the door, yeah?
You pop open the door. You hear a voice call out, "Congratulations! You've defeated the skeletons and made your way to the treasure
Goblins.
room."
No, skeletons.
So there's a table with a bunch of fake treasure that's all been scattered all across the room and across the table. But more importantly, you remember that when you went into the fungeon, it headed under the city wall. There's a hole that's been dug through the ceiling, and there's a rope ladder that extends down it.
So the treasure, is it like coins, like it does have like Lemo's face on it or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Keychain.
It's wooden coins that have gold colored paint on them.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
entered the treasure room. Welcome to the merch store.
Finley found his new holy symbol.
the Gleemo coin.
Yeah. I worship Gleemo now. So I take a Gleemo coin and I say, well, that wasn't so bad, guys. And I head up the rope.
He says as he, was almost poisoned to death.
Fast forward to the death of Finley when we're putting the Gleemo coins over his eyes.
Pushing him off into the river.
Push him across the river, Gleemo. The river of the Western Wall.
Take off our hats because it was like a time skip. We're just like
95 years old and we're all grail and stuff. And he's just like.
Me and Askren both light flaming arrows because we know one of us is gonna miss.
By the time you're 95, you've probably got enough levels to stop sucking, though.
Maybe. You'd think so, but yeah, if you suck, you always suck. Suck to suck.
That scene in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, where he has to take the bow. Oh my god, that's a good scene too.
Yeah.
Well, if we got more goblins to kill, let's go kill some gobos.
So what are you doing here?
We're climbing up that ladder, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, up the rope.
Who's going up first?
I guess the heaviest? Oh, no, Finley. Let Finley go first. Yeah,
all right. Yeah, you climb up. It's not too bad for you. You're going next, Kelly?
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right. It immediately snaps under your weight. 100%. You put a little bit of weight on it.
That was a bad plan.
Finley, you are now stuck outside the Western Gate walls.
I'll show it to Finley to like drop us down some rope if he can.
I do have rope, actually.
There's a tree stump nearby where the snapped rope was tied to.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, so I have a silk rope.
Yeah, you should have 50 foot if you've got.
Yeah, it's 50. I tie it to the tree and throw it down.
You're gonna need several. Like you're gonna need to use both ends of it thrown down there to carry the weight, right? Because one thing a rope isn't gonna carry the like 400 pounds of Kelly.
I've also got 50 feet of rope.
All right, you guys work it out. You got enough rope to support Kelly's weight.
Yep.
It normally wouldn't be so bad, but he's also carrying Gygax.
I'm gonna
pull out some tackle blocks and just get
before Kelly.
Yeah,
breaks
you just carry a
rope.
tackle box everywhere, don't you?
I mean, I actually do have a climber's kit.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you have a tackle
thing.
box, sure.
I've got pittons and everything. So
Before Kelly goes and breaks the next rope ladder, though, then I'm gonna go.
You all climb up.
Let the half orc be last. What a surprise.
I'm not gonna let the half orc go over a rickety old bridge first.
Just to make sure it could support your weight. If it can support mine, it can support everyone's.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
So we're outside the Western Gate now?
Yep.
You said there is what, like one guard there?
The guard is on the inside of the wall and is like walking along the top, looking super bored. He hasn't noticed you yet.
Hello.
Yeah, we yelled to him, hey, you want something to finally do?
So he looks down at you and he's like, how did you guys get over there?
We just came through the Fungin. You know Gleemo?
What?
Gleemo of the Western Gate?
Yeah, I know him. I saw you with him earlier.
Yeah. We just went through his Fungin, and this is the exit. We need to get back in now, please.
3 goblins dug in a hole.
Okay, that's bad. What you just
That
said
is
is very bad. All right, look, you stay there. I'm going to go get some guards to open the gate with me, and we will investigate. So you citizens just remain calm, don't freak out, and don't move.
Okay.
I'm climbing back down the ladder.
Can I make
He
a
said, don't
perception
move!
check?
Don't move!
Can I make a perception check just to see if we can figure out where these things are from before they do?
The goblins?
Yeah. Where they came from, if there's anything like trail.
I think it's an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, God.
I'll use Giggles. So you
So,
can use his
can
great
I-
ant nose.
can I assist him because goblins are one of my favorite enemies?
Yes. I'll allow it.
What's your wisdom? Or int?
My int is 12, so 1.
I'm at a -1. You should probably take it.
Okay.
But you're the one that initiated the search, sir.
All right. Well,
I
then I'll take advantage
insist.
on -1.
I insist.
Nice.
Two of you put your heads together. There's no way to track goblins over open grassland. You know, there's no
Mountains are my thing. I don't like
there's
to
no goblin armbands. There's no muddy footprints. No path in the grass. It's just.
I love the idea that the camera slowly pans over to the tree, and it's got like a goblin note with an arrow written that says, like, "If you're lost, go this way." It's just like it got
a full map to like Goblin Town.
Yeah, but we didn't notice it. So
Hashtag Goblin Nation.
There's like back around the back of the tree. There's like a tourist pamphlet full of like goblin notes and fun things to do in Goblin Town.
They came to inspect the Fungin.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
After about 4 minutes, you hear guys going, heave ho, heave ha, and then the western gate starts to open. They all clamber out there with their shields and spears to surround you, and they're like, all right, citizens, get inside quickly. We'll protect you from any threats out here. So they're like surrounding you like bodyguards, and like, go inside, quick.
Can you lift it up higher? I'm very tall.
All right, so like one guy like puts his shield over his head to block your head.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
They slowly walk you backwards into the town, and then one of them stays outside and is like, all right, I'll track them. He looks exactly like the dude from Black Hawk Down. That's the special forces operator. That
it's impossible.
Bikes everywhere. This is my safety, sir. Yep, he's out there. He's just like, all right, need to smell that goblin poop. Figure out what direction they came from. And that's the last you see as the door closes. So Glimo is there waiting for you when you come in. He's like, my God, you're all covered in blood. You guys okay?
Yeah.
Little boy, come here.
Hey.
So he like pulls a towel out from his belt pouch and just starts like wiping your face down. He's like, you look terrible. What happened down there? I heard something about goblins.
Yeah, great Fungin. The locks on the doors are pretty easy, but that's okay.
It's good to do basic math though, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, math. And you had a couple of guys down there dressed as skeletons.
Yeah, my employees, Rick and Tom.
Yeah, probably in a few weeks they're going to be real skeletons.
Okay, so you're saying they're dead.
Yeah, there were goblins down there, but we killed them. I killed 2.
So he looks horrified at the three of you, like, what are you letting this... He puts his hands over Finley's ears and he's like, what the hell are you people letting this child do? Killing goblins?
He's got aptitude. What can I say?
I just go.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Takes his hands off.
You gotta be able to defend
Pulls you into a hug. You can feel the tears dropping onto your head, Finley, and he's just like,
his makeup mixing with your hair.
yeah, exactly. What a good boy. You've done so well.
Oh,
so
thanks,
well.
Clemo.
Look, I need to talk to your parents about something called legal liability, but I hope to see you again one day.
Oh, I'll do your Fungin any day.
All right, make sure to talk to your dads about that.
All right.
Tell them the following words. Don't sue.
Hey guys, Clemo says don't sue. And I skip off back to the recess area with the other kids.
I'm so sorry that this happened, but it's good that we had such experienced adventurers and very aptitudinal son to help clear up this problem. I'm very sorry, but I'm going to need to do funeral arrangements for Rick and Tom, talk to their parents, and talk to my mother, and of course I'll have to send the rest of the children home. But if you want to speak to my lawyer, I will provide you with directions to his office.
Bad news, Glimo.
What's the bad news?
Never look at the rules.
You rolled a Sue Glimo check?
It's a pretty good roll. I mean, he got a 17.
You
and a
added like
18.
105 to it, though.
It's charisma. I'm proficient, and there's a bonus of 100.
Oh my god.
So before we do any talking of lawyering or whatever it is that you mentioned,
Right. Let's not talk about lawyering.
I have a simple question for you.
Okay.
Is there any reason why the Thieves Guild would want to murder you?
Oh, well, you know, the kids around here normally join the Adventuring Guild or the Thieves Guild, and I'm trying to keep them out of those kind of lifestyles without a focus and a clear ethical background. And I participate in several talks at community actions around the neighborhoods, talking out against the Thieves Guild, trying to get the population to stop supporting them as a conservative establishment.
Okay. My suggestion is that you obtain some sort of bodyguard if you wish to continue doing something like this.
Well, I think that I'm going to have several funding problems over the next few weeks, but if I can find something in my budget, I'll definitely attempt to do that.
You know, adventuring does lead to a lifestyle of actually being paid good money. Perhaps you should,
As I
do some
mentioned
more
previously,
adventuring before you do this.
I actually did adventure for several weeks. Let's say
I mean, you know, it really might not be that bad of a deal. I mean, the city's obviously got a goblin problem. Maybe this whole thing just doesn't, you know, people are like, oh, there's a bigger problem at play here. Klimo's innocent. That could have happened to anybody.
This is the first time I've actually seen goblins around here. There's
I know. So obviously,
some
it's not your-
gnolls to the east, but they're mostly non-violent. They just
The
take
goblins.
people's
The goblins
trash.
very
we,
smart.
you know, we were beset by some gnolls the other day. I don't know what their deal was, trying to get our food or something. I don't know. That
Yeah,
was-
they tend to
smelled
like
something.
take people's trash or steal fish from the fishermen traveling through the
tried to
night.
steal something out of Kelly's backpack. It was the damnedest thing. We had to, unfortunately, take him, you know, put him down.
Yeah, we
That
had
is pretty
we were
unfortunate.
carrying a severed head with us, and they wanted to steal it from us. So.
That's true.
It was a bounty thing. It wasn't like a fetish thing, if that's what you're thinking. I know people are weird, but they're no humans.
I wasn't thinking about that, but now I am.
I mean, you meet
That's
some weird
disgusting.
people on the road.
Anyway, we'll be taking.
He
our
looks at the
reward and
three
we'll
of
get out
you and
your
just
hair.
goes, "Yes, you do meet some weird people."
Anyway, we'll be taking our reward, and then we'll get out of your hair.
Well,
advice to
here's
you-
a discount coupon for 20% off of a year membership.
It's
Do
handy.
you have anything with actual work?
Finley overhears and he says, "Take it."
You know what? You know what? If it gets a little guy just out of my hair for a little bit, we'll gladly take it.
Oh, man. But a word of advice. Thieves can be sneaky. There's no telling that those goblins weren't there doing. Goblins aren't very smart.
You're saying the Thieves Guild is intentionally targeting me using outside forces?
I mean, it would be rather convenient if something were to happen to you. I mean, think about it. If this were to go public, it would ruin you financially, probably. Or, you know,
I mean, I am ruined financially. You just said you were going to sue me. And
nah,
No, we're joking.
I know.
oh, well,
We got bigger problems.
I do need to pay death benefits to Rick and Tom's family. And, of course, reputation here is probably ruined. Going to be pretty tough
Why
to
would-
get
yeah, why
kids
would
to
they
come
kill
back
you?
to the
Why would they
Fungin.
kill you if they can just ruin you? Seems like something the Thieves Guild would do.
It seems like something that maybe they just did. Although, again, I don't want to pin blame on them without any evidence.
You probably should.
I like to move slowly, carefully, methodically, like a wizard. Like a wizard of the Western Gate.
You do that.
We know he's not a wizard, right?
Fuck, he's so
like a bard or something.
This guy? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a bard. Wizard.
Okay.
He's a bard and a wizard.
Yeah, I was supposed to say.
He's very, very low level at both of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, this has been enlightening, I say as I turn around and start walking.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have met you all, and I'm looking forward to you bringing your son back. Goodbye, Finley.
I love you, Limo.
I also am filled with warm feelings in my heart towards you. And he clasps his hand together like this and like bows towards you.
I'd return the bow.
As he does that, he brings his hands out and makes like a phoenix flame around himself. There's like a huge fucking firebird, and he's like,
I don't let that happen.
sick illusion.
Waiting.
So this isn't real flame. This is illusion magic.
Oh, so I can't do anything.
Yeah,
to
yeah. You try to affect it, and you're like, oh shit, it's not real flame.
it. That's too bad.
Such a
Apparently, he
shame.
could cast an illusion that would actually make that dungeon useful to children.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe we should have left the goblins in there.
Oh boy.
So I don't understand. He has illusion magic, but he's paying employees to dress up as skeletons.
Yes.
He's trying to help out the less fortunate. And
Right,
give them a job, you know?
He's a job
could
creator.
Yeah.
He could literally make an illusion that makes it look like a ghost that dissipates when hit with a wooden sword. Like he could literally make that, but he
He's
doesn't.
helping the local economy.
If he's a how
hero.
high of a level do you have to be to make that?
He's using minor illusion, which is like a first level cantrip.
Like, would that be like a skeleton that disappears on?
Yeah, so it wouldn't be able to make any. You can either make a noise or you can make like a still image that moves a little bit. And
Like a level 4 or something like that, you get like the ability to make them move or something.
he's
like
a
that.
he's a 2/1 bard wizard.
There you go. We're about to be more powerful than him.
He's literally Chris Angel,
So,
as like a community activist.
So, what about buying some horses? Now, which way do you guys want to go? Do you want to go cart or do you want to go 4 horses?
It really comes down to the maintenance problem, if there's one for horses.
If
Yeah,
there's
they
4
need
horses,
it. They need to be
costs-
fed.
They need to be fed, right? So, what I was thinking was we could go two horses and a cart, or like. So, what's the difference, Arthur, between a cart and what was the other one?
Carriage.
Carriage.
I think a carriage is completely.
I mean, a
enclosed.
carriage is like that the covered noble thing that you would have someone come pick you up in. A cart is more like a small wagon.
Like a pickup truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like the Toyota Hilux of carts, please.
yeah. There isn't one of those.
We got to get a cart. We got to get a cart.
They
There's-
only
we gotta
offer
get this-
Ford.
We got to get these cart nuts off the ground, all right?
There we go.
Which cart can I mount a 50 cal in the back of, please?
Can we put like do these carts have like the ability to like put like a tarp over the top to protect from rain? Like, can we sleep in the cart?
Yes, you can sleep in the
Okay.
cart.
Cool. All right then. A cart it is, and we'll buy 2, I guess draft horses. No, we'll do the riding horses. Riding horses are appropriate for the cart.
Yes,
draft-
they'll still be able to pull it.
Yeah, a draft horse is like a workhorse or something. Like you want, like
Yeah, but for 25 more gold, we can get it to move 60 feet, and we can actually
Yes.
use it to. Yeah, so I think it's worthwhile getting the riding horses.
Yeah.
And then I guess we still got what 3/4 of a day until your armor's done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take you
so-
most of the day to buy some nice horses and a good cart.
Well, I wanted to get a crossbow.
How much do each of us owe for the horses and cart?
There's 75 for one horse, so 150 for both.
150 plus the cart is how much?
The cart is 15, so 165. So we'll just divide that across the board.
You also
40
need
41
bit and
bucks a
bridle
bite.
and saddles if you want to ride any of them, and feed.
Okay, so they're like
And even 55 each.
Yeah.
okay. The we can get like saddles, no problem.
So it's 169 with the saddles. How much feed did you want to get?
Well,
I'm sorry,
is it-
169 with the bit and bridle. The saddles will be another 20, which brings you up to 189. One thing of feed is 1 day for one horse.
Okay, and does it like rot? Or is it
Probably. I mean, not in the time frame that we would ever care, right? Like, you're not going to be able to carry a year's worth that it would take to rot.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was thinking like 4 or 5 days.
Well,
Yeah,
so
no,
we
it'll
need like
definitely stay for longer than that.
Yeah, we need like a week's worth.
It's
of
like
feed.
oats and shit, right?
Okay, yeah. Mhm. Okay, so we'll just like buy like a 2 weeks worth, maybe. It's like a bag.
So weeks are 10 days in this world. So you'd need
20.
20 times 2 is 40. for 2 animals.
So that's four silver then.
2 gold, I think.
It's 5 copper pieces per day.
So 5 times 40 is going to be 800, which ends up being, or sorry, 400.
Which is
No,
So
wait,
4 gold.
40.
So,
I'm
so,
still doing that wrong. It's 2 gold pieces.
all right, so 191 gold pieces for everything, yeah?
Yep.
okay.
So that's
For 47.75.
yeah, it's still 48 gold each. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and I see someone sent me a message here.
I did it.
Yeah, there's definitely a Huntsman Lodge on the east side of town.
Sweet. I would like to go there after we're done with our horses.
Yep. They have the equipment you're looking for.
Okay.
As long as you're not looking to negotiate price, they will sell it as is.
So was it 49 you said?
48.
48.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tempted to get a mastiff as well, but
When you
Is that
start
real-
saying that, you feel a little tugging at your ear, and Gygax
Yeah.
is there clicking away on your ear, looking for
I know,
attention.
but like
The goblin,
he's-
like-
they're real good for like alerting us during the night and shit like that, which have been caught out before. So
What was the total for the horses and such?
48.
48.
48.
Yeah, 48. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll just buy that crossbow and whatever. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, and then I guess do we need lodging for the rest of the night for the next day or something? Or
Yes.
Mhm.
okay.
Where do you want to stay?
Well, let's stay at that last place we were at, but this time we will stay in one room and do a watch.
Sorry, which last place?
The fancy
what?
hotel that
The
we got
fan-
robbed out.
We could
Yeah.
do the other, like.
Oh, the
lady
Noble
who can't
Villa
see
that you
words.
were.
No. The last time we were in here when we got attacked by the Thieves Guild.
The cross swords or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or we could stay at
Let
the
me
shitty one. I mean,
look
that's
up
better.
my notes here.
At the north side of town.
The
Yeah,
Cross
the,
Blades at Arthan's place, the former assassin.
We could either do that or we could do the one where the lady can't see Agram.
No,
You know what?
I feel better in the other one to be. In
Yeah.
whatever, so.
But is he still legally obligated to tell us that he was?
Yeah, when you come in, Arthan's just like, hey, not too many people here today. Name's Arthant. Legally obligated to inform you that I'm a former assassin. We've got plenty of space for you. Is that horses I see out there?
Yes.
For both horses for the night is going to be a gold piece. And
I got that, boys. So I'll pay 2 gold.
all right, he nods and is like, all right.
It's one of the Gleamo pieces of gold.
Oh, no.
Keep it
No.
that Glimo piece.
He's keeping that.
Overnight, I'm going to fashion that into a necklace and wear it around my neck.
Nice.
There was a hunting party that came in from the southern gate. Apparently, they've been attempting to grab the king of boars in the south. Didn't quite make it, but they did bring back some boar meat. So we've got stewed boar and barley biscuits and a tankard of cider. Plus your room's going to run you 4 gold pieces for the night.
Okay, we'll just take a guard.
For the group.
Yeah, 1 gold piece.
Cool. Do you have locks, door locks, window locks, that kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. Look. He gestures around. He's like, I don't want to say this place isn't popular today. I don't know what's happening. There's nobody here. I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade you guys to the good room on the 2nd floor. It's got nice access to the outdoor facilities, just in case you need to go when you need to go.
I'm gonna make a mental note to buy some caltrops for later.
When we get to the room, I'd like to perception check to try to check for any hidden entrances.
Okay.
Any way
Yeah.
anyone could get in other than a window or door.
The party has gained the trait paranoid as fuck.
In this
At
place?
least in
Hell
this-
yeah, dude.
they're like, well, look, we're switching over to the Shadowrun campaign. We're jumping 1,000 years in the future.
I can't wait till I get alert.
So you don't notice any secret areas, but you do spot all the places where the locks are, and the locks do seem to be in good condition. Locks on the windows, 2 locks on the doors. The one thing that you do catch that is kind of out of place is it looks like someone has stowed a foldable ladder here just so that they don't have to like go back down through the inside of the building to get out the window. It's like a little thing they can throw out the window and then go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Just remember the bathroom's like an outhouse that's in the courtyard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll take, I guess, watches in here like we normally do.
Yeah. Make sure everything's locked securely.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized we could buy a bag of ball bearings and go full Home Alone. With...
Wet bandits. We're going to catch them.
I imagine the ball bearings would actually be pretty expensive.
It's a gold piece for 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not medieval, it's fantasy. Got it.
Yeah, right.
I'll take the first watch, and while I'm on watch, I will, pull a thin strip off of my undershirt and use that to fashion my Gleamo coin into a Gleamo coin necklace.
You're literally, by the end of this campaign, you're going to turn Gleamo into one of the warlock patrons.
Yes.
Like he dies and becomes a warlock patron.
He ascends Chris Angel style with his arms out at his side, head thrown back with his eyes open.
Well, you know what this means. You know what this means. You can't pick assassin anymore. You have to go trickster.
No.
Trickster.
He's like, no, of course not. Now I'm going to go assassin with one level of bard.
Yeah.
And the only riff he knows is the Mind Freak song.
The only riff he knows is the like 5 notes that Kara plays in Battlestar Galactica of All Along the Watchtower. And then you don't remember anything after that.
That's right.
You pass through the night with no problems. Even with your paranoid watches, there's no one else in this building except Arthur, and he moves scarily silently.
Yeah.
The assassin and everything.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, especially now that we're on the run. We're on the urn right now, so yeah.
In the morning, when you go downstairs for breakfast, they've got a little something arranged for you. Boiled eggs, a vegetable stew, a mug of weak stout. It's all laid out for you, and he's got it on a tray to keep it warm. Mm-hmm. But there's that familiar halfling that you first met that bothered you when you first came into town. He's
Before
waiting
we left
down
the
there.
room, I locked the doors.
All right. He's like, gentlemen, I understand that you're men of some renown, adventuring prowess. Thieves can't. Was looking to hire you for a job for my boss. Arthur, like, conveniently leaves the room at this point, not wanting to listen to what's obviously a criminal proposition.
I just sit there and eat my breakfast.
I just eat, yeah.
I tell them and thieves can't, that we don't have time. We're headed towards the capital.
Oh, okay. All right. If you're sure that not even gold could convince you to stay for a very short job.
The last thing I tell him, I pull out my new necklace, and I tell him, leave Gleamo alone.
He's like, he goes pale, and then his cheeks go red. His eyes go wide. You could tell he's just dumping adrenaline all over the place. He's like, what? How did you... You're good.
Just leave him alone.
You're good.
When
he stands up and starts backing away,
when
and then
Finley says leave him alone in like a sinister tone, I'd use like thaumaturgy to lightly rattle the earth.
make a intimidation check with advantage.
Nice.
Let's see just how scared this dude is.
Is that me or Finley?
Finley, with your advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding my soup bowl, staring at him over the top of it while drinking.
So
Like,
you said-
19. He backs into the door, and he's like, ah! And you can see like 2 daggers fall out of his left sleeve in the process, and there's like a marked card that flies out of his right sleeve.
he's running, and there's like a spurt of cards coming out of his.
He turns and starts just craning his way through the
Bunny
streets.
rabbits and doves just.
He's not Jim Dark Magic.
A cloud of dust shaped like him is left behind as he runs up the floor.
Yes, he's very
He
frightened of
drops
you.
his bag of pocket cinnamon.
Your super scary voice plus the fact that you can cause the ground to vibrate around him is actually terrifying.
Oh yeah.
I like put down the mug with a slam on the table and it's like,
I think we're not welcome here for much longer.
Arthur appears out from behind the counter and he's like, your money's good here anytime.
It is not you, friend, that I'm worried about.
You know, if you're looking to take care of the Thieves Guild, I might know a former retired assassin.
I actually like look at him and I'm just like,
That's a very interesting proposition. Would you perhaps have some sort of safe word or word that we would use in order to talk to you about this in the future?
Yeah, you guys seem cool. All my business contacts know to use the code word chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum?
Chrysanthemum. It's a type of flower.
Chrysanthemum. All right, you might want to write that down, Drumurboy.
It's chrysanthemum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's definitely a next life sort of event that we can come in and trigger.
You have to adjust these notes to something like a Google Doc. I'll do a Google Doc so we can all see it.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you can also make a handout and make it public, and then everyone can see it in the group. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Because like
you can
this
make a
is getting-
handout to contain the Google Doc address.
Yeah, this is just getting out of hand for my any other notes section. It's so small.
Yeah, that definitely won't do it.
What's this guy's name?
Arthund. So it's Arthur, but with an ND instead of an R at the end.
Arthund, former retired assassin. Because formerly retired means he's in work.
That's correct. I mean, just
Chrysanthemum.
because you guys seem cool, you pay good money, and you scared the Thieves Guild off from messing with this place. He might be willing to do a job for you for a large pile of money, like murder the head of the Thieves Guild.
Sick.
I feel like this is a good place to stop.
Well, are we able to stop like on the road?
We'll
the
stop
next
with
town?
you guys leaving north out of the north gate.
Yeah, and the armor is fine, no problems, all
Yep.
that stuff.
Yep, you
Cool.
you got your new job change. Da-na-na-na.
Job change, yeah.
I mean, Akram also job changed. He's now got a larger crossbow instead of a smaller longbow.
I do.
Finley now looks like a priest of Gleemo instead
That's
of
right.
a child.
Basically, no, he's got like a jester hat on and. some
Doc
other
looks
shit.
exactly the same though. He didn't get the job change yet. That's further down the
No,
storyline.
He got chainmail. He got.
Oh, that's true. He did get a chain shirt.
It's under my cloak though.
Yeah, I
Spreading
figured
the-
something like
Spreading
that.
the good word of Gleemo.
Did anyone want to use my heavy chainmail? Out of curiosity. Strength 13 is minimum requirement.
Yeah, no, I cannot do that.
Okay.
Neither can I.
I
All
think
right.
I already had better armor than Doc did anyway.
I think so. I only had studded leather.
No, it's the
You
same
all earn 170 experience points.
170.
170.
Hey, level 3 baby.
Da-na-na-na.
That's actually,
Sorry, what was
you
that?
guys are completely on target for level 3, actually.
170.
Yep.
So that should be 975 for us plebs.
Yep.
73. Sorry, what was it again?
70.
970.
Well, 970 total.
Well, no, 975.
Well,
975. Yep, there you go.
Wait.
Yeah, ding.
You said it was 170.
170 experience points, yes.
Okay, so that puts me at 1,025.
That puts me at 1,043.
All right.
Ding. What's,
I
what's
hate to
the
say
next-
it, but you actually did need to kill and murder those gnolls in order to to level up. If you hadn't brutally assassinated them,
Well, you know.
you
What were
would
those goblins worth?
Force 27.
not a lot. 150 divided 4 ways.
Oof. Yeah. What's the next level for XP?
2,700.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
Which I mean, but you get a lot at 3 though. You get to choose your
Right. Well, I
specialization.
mean, moving from 3 to 4 is getting second level
Big.
spells and all that stuff. Like, it's usually a really big
I
jump.
don't get anything really. I mean,
Well,
I
that's
get
because you split, right?
Yeah,
Also, when you
it
hit
is.
4, don't you get another proficiency level?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's why. I mean,
I
the
think I
XP
get-
jumps
no,
are
it's level
always at the
5.
proficiency.
Level 5 is proficiency, so
I think I get
Level 5.
access to Hellish Rebuke as a.
And
Tiefling.
level 4, we all get to add 2 ability points.
you guys want to roll some HP?
Oh yeah.
Let's make music together.
So I'm going to take my second level of fighter at this point.
Let's
I'm rolling
roll
deep.
good HP.
Finley, please get.
God, yeah.
Finley, please.
What is it again? What do we roll?
You really
Oof. Yeah, that's
All
what I'm
right,
talking about.
Gleemo
It's,
lover,
uh,
show me what you got.
Oh,
Meow, 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 meow. It's the
9.
power of Gleemo blessing you.
That's 28.
Oh
God.
no, Daka.
Daka, 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 daka.
This is I am gonna be a glass tiefling.
The dwarven HP, man.
Only got a hellish rebuke once to put him down.
So yeah, you got the second highest one there, Agram, right? So what's everyone's max HP right now? I'm sitting at 30. So
39.
16.
Oh wait, is okay? Never mind. I got
There are first level
16.
barbarians that have more health than you.
Yeah. I rolled I think a 2 on my first HP and then a 3 now. On a D10.
I get action surge, boys. So that means I can
Do more actions.
do more actions, which is really good. So
Doesn't that take your bonus action though?
Actually, I'm at 40.
it does, yeah. But it means that I can do 3 additional attacks in a combat scenario.
Actually, at a even 40, boys, because I forgot to get the extra one for every time I level up. Because dwarf.
I do get Hellish Rebuke though. Level 3. Level 3 is a tiefling, Hellish Rebuke,
nice.
which is a charisma thing, which is where all my fucking.
Wait, you get level things from your race as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
When do I get a level 3?
Maybe Rage?
Probably nothing.
Half orc traits.
Oh.
I mean,
Barbarian is Rage, right?
Tiefling might be the only one that gets stuff at a higher level.
Oh, that's interesting.
Dragonborn level up their breath thing, I think. Look, guys, I hope you had fun meeting Gleemo. I can't wait for someone to not draw art of him. Looking kind of hunched over, a little cautious,
Just a sad clown.
litigious.
Yeah. Can someone, if you're gonna draw Gleemo, draw our family portrait, please? That was freaking funny, man.
3.5
But
man.
then going into a goblin battle. Oh god.
I can't wait for the Kelly and, GG art. to,
Gygax.
Yeah, come in.
Actually, action surge just gives me a second
Attack
like,
action.
a full thing, so I can like do a bonus action on top of it.
I don't know that that's true. Does it?
Starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond the normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, it's just an additional action. So I can dash, then action surge and attack sort of thing. So
Yes.
that's what that. Yeah. Okay.
Or attack like twice, but
because with my wall with my cleric thing, I have to attack first and then bonus action, and then I can attack again.
Yes.
So that's different. All right, cool. Good to know.
Sweet deal.
let's start the outro process. Twitch Prime, is it a thing you care about? You can drop it here anytime, but maybe you have more than one Amazon Prime account for some reason. You could also go to all of these people's Twitches and drop a Twitch Prime there. My God, how amazing would that be? Second, I want to shout out for this cat. This cat showed up and flopped around everywhere in the background and no one said anything. It's like attacking shit right now.
Yep.
Look at this cat, full on pause mode.
Oh, my cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a handful.
I'm Arthur Perkins. I have a ton of shows going on, but I didn't have time in the intro to outline them. So, basically everything's canceled until next year. Which reminds me, I want to ask, can you guys actually make it next week, or are we boned? That's
Next
the
week,
19th.
I can. Next week.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I don't leave
I'm
till the
good.
23rd. So
This might be the only show that doesn't get canceled.
It's a little bit of a toss-up since I have like a lot of work to get done, and I leave on the 20th.
We'll work it out then. We'll check in on the 18th and see if you can make it or not. So we're not sure, guys. Check in on Twitter or Discord, which you can follow at APGamingREAL, or go twitch.tv/APGamingREAL ! Discord, completely free voice text app, also browser based. It's really nice, and you can listen to me talk about Fate Grand Order several hours a day. Speaking of, after the stream ends, I'm gonna boot all these motherfuckers out of the call and go do a 20 pull. So if you're a Fate Grand Order fan, stick around. Speaking of people who are going to stick around, let's talk about Henley, who I can't get rid of.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
You sound so demoralized. Are you Gleemo now?
Oh, no, I just haven't been sleeping good the past couple of weeks, so I'm feeling it now, to be honest with you. But hey, everyone. I used to be a full-time streamer. Now I do real-life things for real-life money. You can find all my previous shows. I think we're like just under 4,000 hours worth of role-playing content over on my Twitch channel, which you can find through the Twitch link, which is Henley. I think we'll be starting a show pretty soon. This Sunday, we're going to do like a setup episode thing, but it's not going to be streamed because I don't have anything set up for that. But basically, it's going to be Star Trek Adventures. Sid Alpha is going to be the GM for that. We have James Corp, we have Mr. Atomikspoon, and we have Mr. Spooty as well joining us for that. So that'll be fun. That's at Sundays at 5 p.m. PST. We don't know when we're going to start that though, so probably sometime next year, most likely. But we're going to do a setup episode next week. So yeah, we'll know more about it then. That's me. Peace. Oh, and make sure you throw your Twitch Prime account in the booty hole, aka Arthur.
We already did that, but all right.
I'm just saying, just giving me money.
Speaking of booty holes, let's talk to whoever wants to go next and claim credit for being a booty hole.
I have my asshole merit badge, so I'll do it.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm serious. I have one. Anyway,
I know you do.
Atomikspoon on Twitch and the Atomikspoon on Twitter. I play video games and yell at people and be really salty on the internet. Tuesdays, Thursdays, though most of everything, pretty much same problem. Everything's going on break till New Year's, so not really, just whenever I decide to stream stuff and finish unpacking stuff, not being out of town. But that's pretty much it. So who's next?
I guess that's me. You can follow me on Twitter at Spootnik_71. I am on Twitch as Spootnik71. I'm going to try to be streaming stuff, hopefully end of this year and going into next year, but we'll see. Who knows? And like Henley said, I'm going to be playing in that new show at some point next year, so it should be fun. Thanks, Arthur, for the show.
Arthur, Xmas fishing special. It's where the crew just sits around and talks about adventures while fishing.
We just watch Eurocamp and talk about fishing. That's right. We're going full anime.
If Kelly is
for
in
it.
Eurocamp, I might watch that.
No.
Kelly's just fishing. I'm trying to shoot fish with a crossbow.
I love the idea that there's a big half orc camping with cute anime girls. I'd watch that.
I think that's called Gate.
I was about to say that probably exists.
Yeah, it's probably Gate. All right, speaking of people who use gates, specifically noise gates, let's talk to Drumurboy.
Wow, that was actually a pretty good segue.
I didn't know where you're going with that. You did good.
Usually,
You know what? I will give you a 9 out of 10 on that one.
that was a 9 out of 10. Usually, you're sitting at around a 6 or a 7. That was a 9.
That's a good one.
Hello, I'm Drumurboy. I make music and put it on the internet. You can listen to my music on Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, both my Bandcamp, drumurboy.bandcamp.com, and roleplay.bandcamp.com, because I'm the composer, producer, and residence at Roleplay. Yeah, you can also look out for a new sound pack coming out on Nerd or Die in probably a few weeks. I finished it up this week. And yeah, still playing that Deus Ex on the weekend. So if you want to stop by the stream on the weekends,
I check in from time to time.
Yeah, it might be shorter streams this weekend just because I have a lot of work to do. Depends on how work goes. But yeah, beat that first boss with bombs. That was sick.
Nice, yeah. Proxy mines or whatever. Yeah.
Bombs solve
Yeah, man.
many problems.
It did. I beat him with 3 bombs. I was trying to shoot him for a long time, and then I just used proxy like bomb kits. Dead.
That's
Anyway,
it.
That's me.
That's it for us, guys. We'll be going on break here, but in like 60 seconds, I'll be back to do some rolls on Fate Grand Order. You can watch as I overwhelmingly defy all of the odds and succeed. But that's it. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.